Hello students, in the last class I discussed about the classical theory of employment in the product market, in the labor market. Now today I am going to discuss the classical theory of employment in the product market and in the money market. Okay, so in the product market, the total output, it is used as consumer goods and as investment goods. So our total output has two components, that is consumer goods and investment goods. Consumer goods are those goods which are consumed by the consumer, and investment goods are those goods which are used for producing other goods. Okay. Again, the income also has two components. One is consumption, another one is savings. A part of income is used by individual as saving, as consumption. That will be spent on goods and services, and another part of income, it will be saved. Okay. So according to JB say, in the market there will be equilibrium, total income that will be equal to total output. Okay. Then the total income, that means consumption plus savings, that will be equal to consumption plus investment. And we cancel out the consumption from both sides of the equation, and what we will get? Saving, that is equal to investment. So equality between savings and investment is a basic condition of equilibrium in the product market. Let us discuss how the equality between saving and investment is brought in the product market. So here you see along the horizontal axis we measure the savings and investment, and along the vertical axis, that is rate of interest. Rate of interest, it is the reward for savings. Okay. So you again find out, when rate of interest increases, savings also increases, and when rate of interest decreases, savings also decreases. So there is direct and positive relationship between rate of interest and saving. That is why saving curve, it is upward sloping from left to right. Okay. Again, the investment curve, it has a negative slope. That means it is negatively related to the rate of interest. More the rate of interest, less will be the investment, and vice versa. The intersection between savings and investment at point E, it will determine the equilibrium rate of interest and equilibrium savings and investment. Okay. Now let us suppose people desires to increase more savings at the prevailing interest rate in the market. So when, as a result of that, the savings curve, it will shift rightward from SS to S1, S1. Okay. Now, when there is more savings, E1. Okay. As a result of that, in the market, what will happen? The interest rate will come down. When interest rate come down, gradually investment increases on the one hand, and on the other hand, savings will decline gradually, and another equilibrium position will be achieved. Okay. Here you see E2 is the another equilibrium position. Okay. So here rate of interest is determined OR1, which is less than OR, and equilibrium saving and investment is determined OB, which is more than OA. Okay. Now, let us discuss this in the money market. So what happened in the money market? Here, money used only as a medium of exchange. There is no any other role of money except medium of exchange. Okay. Then here, the Irving Fisher's equation of exchange, it is MV is equal to PT, where M, it is the quantity of money supplied by the monetary authority of a country, and V it is the velocity of circulation of money. That means the number of times a unit of money changes hands to effectuate transactions. Okay? If the quantity of money that is supplied by the monetary authority, it is rupees 10, and if that rupees 10 it is used for 4 times to conduct 4 different types of transactions, then what will be the total supply of money? That will be 10 multiplied by 4, that will be 40. Okay. Now it indicates the total money supply in the economy. Now P, that means general price level, and T, it is the total volume of transaction. If the total volume of transaction, suppose 10 unit of a commodity, and the price per unit of the commodity is 4 rupees 4, then what will be the total demand for money? Okay, so that will be 40. So in equilibrium, supply of money, that will be equal to demand for money. Okay, now let us discuss the relation among quantity of money, total output, and price level. Here in the figure A, the horizontal axis measure price level and vertical axis measure total output, and in figure B, the horizontal axis measure price level and vertical axis measure money waste. Okay, so here in the figure A, you see at the total output OQ and price level OP, the equilibrium, the money supply, it is A, which is equal to money demand. Okay, so at this equilibrium level, here the supply of money is MV. So MV curve, it shows the different combinations of price level and quantity of the commodity at which money supply is equal to money demand. Okay, so here when price level is OP in the lower panel, at the price level OP, the waste rate is OW. Okay, now suppose given the quantity of output, the quantity of output which is produced is same. Suppose there is increase in the supply of money. When there is increase in the supply of money, the MV curve, it will shift from MV to MV1. So there will be supply of money, that is AB is the total supply of money. When the quantity of output remain the same and there is increase in the supply of money, what will happen? The price level will also increase in the same proportion. When price level increase in the same proportion, you see here in the lower figure, the waste also, nominal waste also increases in the same proportion. Okay, so this 45-degree line, that is W by P, it shows that increase in the price level, that will also increase the nominal waste in the same proportion. So W by P, it is the real waste line and real waste curve. Okay, and which is W by P, money waste divided by price level. Okay, now we integrate the three markets in these figures. We integrate the three market. As we have already discussed the equilibrium of employment and output in the labor market. So in the labor market, the equilibrium employment, it is determined as ON at the equilibrium real waste at W by P. Okay, at this equilibrium employment, in the figure B, you see this is the figure B, you see this is a figure A, C, D. Okay, in figure B, you see O, and at the equilibrium employment of ON, the equilibrium quantity of output is OQ. At this equilibrium quantity of output, you see in figure C, the equilibrium price level is OP, and which is where the supply of money is equal to demand for money. Okay, now suppose the monetary authority of a country increase the supply of money in the economy. As a result of that, the money MV curve, it will shift to MV1. What will happen? As a result of that, there will be increase in the price level. When there is increase in the price level, as we have already discussed, if the quantity of output remain constant but there is increase in the price level, what will happen? The wage rate will also increase. Okay, wage rate will also increase. At the increased wage rate, there will be disequilibrium in the labor market. So at this situation, for getting the equilibrium, there may be different ways. Either the wage has to be reduced or the demand has to be increased. Okay, so if the demand increases, then demand for labor increases, then the demand curve will shift to upward. Again, another new equilibrium level of employment will be determined, new equilibrium level of output will be determined, and the economy will again attain another new equilibrium position. Okay, and here you see in this market, here savings and investment is not determined by the supply of money and demand for money, it is determined by the rate of interest. So let us discuss the criticisms of the classical theory of employment. Keynes criticized the classical theory of employment on a number of grounds. And these are, first one is that though classical theory assumes full employment equilibrium, but according to Keynes, full employment, it is a very rare situation. Usually the economy faces underemployment. Okay. If the saving increases, according to Keynes, if saving increases, what will happen? There will be overproduction and that will lead to unemployment. Against, Keynes also criticized the Say's law of market, so which explain that income is equal to output. According to Keynes, if people they increase their savings, then what will happen in the market? There will be unemployment and the income will unemployment and overproduction. Okay, so that means income it will be not equal to output. Okay. Again, the classical economists did not recognize the role of speculative demand for money in the determination of role of speculative demand for money. They only emphasize the transaction demand for money. But the speculative demand for money, according to Keynes, plays a very important role in the economy. Which is the speculative demand for money, it is interest related. It depends on rate of interest. At a very low rate of interest, people they desire to keep their money in cash rather than investing in bonds. Okay, for investing in bonds at a very low rate of interest, it means definite loss. So they will prefer to keep their money in their hands rather than investing in bonds. So that will be explained in later class. Okay, it will be explained in details. Okay, again the concept of Picovian concept of wage curve also criticized by Keynes. Another one, the equality between savings and investment, that is also another limitation of Keynes. And another one, the actual economic problems are short-term problem, but classical economists, according to them, the economy, their theory, it is applicable for the long period. But in the long run, we are all dead. So actual problems are short-term problem, which must be given importance. Thank you.